There is not a single politician that exists in reality that is going to improve your life. It is that simple. Politician exists, they suck. Everything they do will suck. Your life, if you choose to believe in them, will suck worse because you've chosen to believe in the fact that they are politicians. What are we looking for? Leaders. Do we have any leaders here in the United States? Do we have any leaders here in the United States who are going to keep the united, kept together states? That bright shining light on the hill that leads America in what? Our freedom of speech, our freedom of religion, and our freedom to assemble, for all of us to come together and look around to our fellow brothers and sisters and say, I can't believe there's no help coming from these politicians. You mean the politicians that have not lost a single effing dime in this whole debacle, in this whole mass hysteria that has been put across every single stratosphere? The internet, mainstream media, and the nonsense that is sold to us from the Vatican on down to the parking lot of the church you're allowed to go into, because this whole thing has been a gimmick. And now what? No one's coming, because no politician is here to improve your life. A politician is there to improve their life, to improve their power, to improve their influence. These politicians have not lost a single dime, have not lost a single favor in the 9 months. 2 weeks to slow the spread. 9 months later, where are they? Maybe you'll get some money in January. I effing doubt it. No help is coming, ladies and gentlemen, unless as Americans we come together and enjoying ourselves as brothers and sisters, as friends and neighbors and fellow citizens, to take our rights back and move them back to where they were from the Creator, in which they were given from the beginning. Some moron tried to light his shoes on fire once on an airliner, and now you and I can no longer wear our shoes going through the electronic whatever the heck. And that's never going to come back. Do you think one day you're going to watch CNN or whatever these other losers on television and be like, oh, that whole thing we were doing with the shoes, with the 3 ounces, put your hands over your head and get your picture taken with the scanner. Ah, we're not doing that anymore. It's freedom. No, they're going to continue to encroach. Wear a mask. Get a vaccine quarterly, wear a mask and wear a helmet. These people are making money hand over fist day after day while they take your life. They take your liberty from you. They take your opportunity from you because you are choosing to give away your personal sovereignty against these morons who have shown up to say, hey, we're politicians. And they're not. They're just people just like you and I. And this is not going to change unless you and I as citizens do something to stand up against the encroachment of our freedoms, against these ne'er-do-wells who continue to have lavish parties inside of their mansions, inside of their French laundry establishments. Oh, it's not a building, except it's building what it's not a building, and here they are. Oh, and then they apologize 2 weeks later when they have to. Well, guess what? Those of us who have lost our business, those of us who have zero hope coming, because they are continuing to play this game of left and right. When in reality, folks, since the 70s, there's been a uniparty. And this uniparty has worked together. Left side of the aisle, kayfabe. Right side of the aisle, kayfabe. Battling in the N-squared circle, where your rights are given away, just like Vince McMahon gives away a heavyweight title. In reality, folks, this whole thing is a gimmick. You have your rights given to you by the Creator. These politicians are playing a role, and they will continue to play this role until you and me and every single other Hulkamaniac in America shows up and says, hey, fucko, we're not buying this any longer. Come out of your mansion and do your job. Come out of that shining light on the hill and do your job. And if you're not going to choose your job, if you're going to choose to be the politician over the person who's actually there to knowingly and lovingly work for these citizens, well, then God bless you. Come and do that work. But for all of us who are waiting, we no longer have any need. We see no value in you as politicians because you've never led. You're not leaders, and you're not necessary. Well, you shut down all of our lives, our businesses, and our ability to thrive in our lives as leaders. You have failed in leadership itself. And I don't know what state it's going to be, and I don't know what city it's going to be, or any township or any country in this planet who drags someone from their mansion and beats them to death in the streets for their failure to do their damn job. And if that happens to you because you are a rat fuck, well, then you had it fucking coming.